I don't know, should we start talking now or wait for people to join the stream first? I don't know what to do. I mean, we did get a just starting attacking match though. It is Geonosis though. I think we'll talk about Thrawn stuff. We'll get started because who even knows if the notifications are gonna go out like last night. Anyway, episode 6 just came out. And I mean, obviously, here's your spoiler warning now before anybody starts whining in the comments. Not that anybody is, but there's always one. Even if he doesn't put it, you know he's watching like, wait, I didn't know there'd be spoilers. I mean, it's pretty obvious, bro. But the return of Grand Admiral Thrawn is upon us finally. I thought it was awesome. I loved the episode, but he was looking a little chubby though. I can't lie. I was kind of hoping he would, you know, kind of lose the belly. He looks like me, but painted blue. Like, come on, Thrawn, you were in such good shape. What happened to these years you've been? And side note, the notifications aren't going out for the stream for the second stream in a row. Absolutely fun, but we're not going to focus on that because this is going to be a video. We're going to focus on the Ahsoka episode. It really wasn't the most action-packed. It's setting up something that's going to be, I think, pretty awesome in the next episode. But the moment you saw... hold on, I have company. The moment you... lost my train of thought. When you saw the... what's her name? Sabine trying to use the Force. The moment it started shaking, I didn't even think it was the Force. Like, that's Thrawn coming back. I'm like, let's go, dude. I was so excited because my mind went there immediately. And luckily I was right. Seeing that banged up Chimera come over there and just dock above that place. Those Night Sisters look weird as fuck though, like in a good way. Like I'm excited. This episode gave me a lot of what's the movie called? I know they kind of copy each other. Or Star Wars kind of copied Dune. Yeah, Dune. There you go. Star Wars kind of copied Dune, but now this particular episode was really giving me Dune vibes with the Night Sister ladies. I'm like, but again, in a good way. I'm not knocking on it. I'm just pointing it out. Kind of gave me those, what are they called? The Bene Gesserit vibes? I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it was a bunch of powerful women, like, with, like, magic powers. That's probably why, actually, if you break it down. That's probably why we thought that. But I'm here for it. I'm glad Sabine didn't just randomly use the Force when she was in that prison cell, because I don't know, it didn't fit, really. We saw Ezra. Ezra's back. I thought he looked good in live action, but it's a little easier when it's, the last time you saw him, they were like a kid or a teenager. Like, it's easier to age them up than an old guy like Thrawn. Or, he's not really old, but you know what I mean. It's a little easier, but... I see a lot of people saying it was underwhelming. I don't think it's underwhelming. The show hasn't been underwhelming at all. Personally, I was hoping they found Ezra in the end of this episode, because I didn't want it to carry over into the last 2 episodes and spend time looking there and take away from an exciting last 2 episodes. So it was fine to let's get it out here. So I don't know. I've seen a lot of people complaining on Twitter, and it's just like, again, it's Twitter. Some of them are trolls, some of them are idiots. It doesn't matter. But someone was saying the plot for this season is developing really slow, which doesn't make any sense to me. That I don't see that in the slightest bit. We've already known going in it's probably going to end with Thrawn returning to the Star Wars galaxy, and it's looking to line up that way. So I don't know how anyone's thinking it's going slow. Like, they thought Thrawn was going to be defeated this season or what? Like, they're acting like it needs to go fast. I loved Andor, but man, that shit was slow compared to, like, what are you even talking about? Some of these dudes and some of their opinions are just not very good. Again, some dudes are just trying to hate for the sake of hating, because I don't think this plot's going slow at all. If we were barely finding Thrawn at the end of episode 8, that would be what I call, like, okay, we probably should have done that a little faster. We've talked about that in the previous videos. So it's one of those arguments I don't even understand, really. It's going so much quicker. And plus, in the same token, like, he's talking like, oh, well, we already found Ezra. That was kind of underwhelming. But it's like, because they need to speed it up. We can't just go have a big episode for every little thing. So, like, at the same time you said that was underwhelming, you're also saying it was slow, but that was an example of them going quick. Because they don't want to drag it out finding Ezra. So it's like, some of these dudes are just contradicting themselves left and right. And again, there's stuff you can dislike in the show, of course. But some of these dudes, a lot of the ones I'm hearing, they're just they kind of strike me with the vibe that they're just trying to hate on it. And I'm like, dude, I've hated plenty stuff in Star Wars before, and you don't have to hate everything that comes out. But some people just want to. We're streaming, by the way, right now. Notifications still haven't gone out, but somebody commented. Double A commented. You think Ezra and Sabine will get together? I don't know. I got that vibe in Rebels that they were going to do that, but then here in the hologram, she got sister zoned, which is kind of or friend zoned, which is kind of weird, because I always thought they kind of had that romantic vibe, but I didn't really get that when they met each other in this episode either, so I don't know. It could be like one of those Luke and Leia things where they had an idea and then all of a sudden they just kind of forget about it and move on and let's look the other way. So I don't know. I always thought they would end up getting together, but who knows. Ezra didn't go to the dark side, as we can see. But it really is giving me the vibe, though, with Balin. Like, we've already speculated on that from the beginning, that his motives aren't truly evil. They're not, what do you want to call it? He's not really there for Thrawn. Getting to Thrawn and getting to Peridia, or whatever you want to call that planet. I think it was Peridia. He has his own ulterior motives, whether that's he wants to get to the world between worlds or find a new species. It kind of sounded like he was looking for a new, like, race of people out there to go in what we were talking about in one of the last episodes. Like, it could kind of lead to that. I'm not sure. It's going to be interesting to see where it's going, but I definitely get the vibe at some point Shin is going to betray him or go with Thrawn. I'm getting that vibe. I could be wrong, but they ain't going to be together for long, I don't think. Well, who knows? I could be wrong. Yeah, they already set up Thrawn being smart, which I like. We will assume she's alive until we can confirm she's dead. Like, that's how you should do it. I like seeing smart. Instead of just some comedic relief or something. Alright, that was good. Yeah, Fat Thrawn was funny. Yeah, that's probably my biggest knock on the episode. Like, bro, you couldn't lose the belly. Come on now, man. That was my only thing. Like, the actor, they got the right actor. The voice was perfect. Same guy who voiced him in Rebels, so obviously it's great voice, but damn, could you not lose the belly? That's all I'm saying. He doesn't need to be in fighting shape like in Rebels. I get that for live action. I don't think they're going to go down that route. Even if this actor was in shape, I don't think they would go down that route. But could you lose the belly? That would be me if I was the what do you call it? Director or something. Just lose the belly a bit, please. Like, we got to make Thrawn look at least like he's a little bit in shape, you know? Again, I still don't have a problem with it, but yeah, I noticed that when he came out, I'm like, damn, look at that belly, bro. It looked like my belly. What the fuck? But at the same time, if they cast me to play Thrawn, I'm gonna get my ass in shape. Like, come on now. Thrawn got a six-pack probably, you know, daddy six-pack, you know? Yeah, what's his name? Enoch? What was his official rank? Master of Guard or something like that? I haven't watched it back yet, but he's like the main bodyguard of Thrawn, which I thought was awesome. They're already setting up these characters. And I'm not even gonna lie, as I'm watching this, as it's happening, I'm like, dude, this is awesome. Seeing how many troops he still has, seeing the Chimera. I wish we had seen more Star Destroyers so we could see how many he actually still does have, because I would imagine he has some. He probably had to part some of them out to keep some of them going, I would imagine, so he probably doesn't have the same amount that was previously in the fleet. They kind of look pieced together here, so I don't expect him to have all of them, but he probably has a few. But who knows? We'll see. At least we know the Chimera is alive. But Enoch, the first thing I noticed when I'm watching, I'm like, dude, you could have Enoch be in this game. All his stormtroopers too, Thrawn stormtroopers with that like battle and worn out damage would be great skins you could add. And meanwhile, Star Wars is not doing fucking shit. They have so many opportunities to get this stuff in here and make money off of this. And they're sitting here not doing anything. And then we always go back to the same fans who are also stupid. It's probably some of the same dudes we're talking about hating on this shit. Oh my god, EA's so greedy. I'm like, dude, if they were greedy, they would be capitalizing on this right now. They're literally not doing shit. They're just sitting here missing a great opportunity for skins. Imagine an Ahsoka DLC, and now we get this shit in there too. Get some new Stormtrooper skins. You get Enoch, whether it's a hero or reinforcement. Like, there's so much you could do with that, and we're getting absolutely nothing. It's like, oh my fucking god, it's frustrating. As a Star Wars fan, and it's a Star Wars gaming fan, it is fucking annoying that we don't even get none of this shit. Fuck, and even if you want to go out on a bigger scale and look at it, like, what if they had kept going to this point? Ezra probably would have been a hero in the game, and he probably would have been his Rebels hero. Now you could add Ezra's skin that where he's an adult now. Like, there's so many opportunities for content that they're just wasting, dude. I love the way Enoch's face mask looked. It reminded me, I'm forgetting the name, but the Roman, like, heavy cavalry at times would have a face mask like that. I'm forgetting the name, but it looked like that. I'm like, dude, that's fucking awesome. I love seeing that shit. I can't wait to see those dudes in action. Even though, realistically, it's Star Wars and Stormtroopers are usually fucking useless as fuck. Hyped up, but don't do shit, but... I hope it's not another one of those Captain Phasma moments where we see a badass trooper and then really nothing comes of it. Ahsoka will capture him and, I'll give you everything, just don't kill me. Like, please don't do that with Enoch. If he's Master of the Guard or whatever the fuck his Game of Thrones-esque title is, he needs to be a bad motherfucker. Don't be having him be some little, like, rat right away. That would annoy the shit out of me. For a second, I thought he was going to be Ezra the way they kind of panned to him when they mentioned Ezra, but no. I was like, wait, is that going to be Ezra? I'm like, no, I don't know. I'm glad it wasn't. I don't really want him to be, Ezra to be like, what do you call it? Kind of downgraded to a glorified bodyguard stormtrooper, you know? I'm pretty sure there's going to be a season 2. If we're talking about Ahsoka, I'm pretty sure. Thrawn is going to be a big bad guy for years to come. It's not going to be something that's going to be resolved here in this season or in the movie right after. There's going to be a lot of build-up and a lot of Thrawn, and see him in Mandalorian probably, or tie in with him at least. And then ultimately there will be a big movie at the end where it kind of finishes off. But I'm getting a vibe. There's some shit we don't really understand yet going on, man. Whether that's a new race that that Balin's looking for, or like there seems to be something going on here, but I'm not sure. Because this episode kind of made me think it wasn't the world between worlds that he was looking for. It kind of sounded like he was looking for other people. Kind of getting a Danny vibe from Game of Thrones. He wants to break the wheel. Doesn't want to be just one of the spokes on the wheel. He want to break that motherfucker. I'm like, oh shit. Could I do my abilities? No. Why would I do my abilities? I don't think that's Mother Talzin. I think that's probably just a new Great Mother. It didn't look like her anyway. I hope it's not Mother Talzin anyway. But it's Star Wars, bro. Who fucking knows? They're resurrecting people left and right. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think it is. I think they would have mentioned her name if that was her. So this is probably just like the lady who probably took over. The next great mother in line, if you will. No, who knows? I could be wrong. Damn, bro, that kick, though. Yeah, he got the voice, the mannerism, the style. It's just his... Physically, he doesn't really fit, you know, with that belly. Just lose the belly, and I would have no problem. I still don't have a problem with Thrawn. That's the dude I want for Thrawn. I've said it for years, and I still agree. It makes perfect sense to use him. I just wish he had went on Atkins or whatever those things are and lose a little bit of the weight before he played the role. But, I mean, hey. We also have Boba doing that shit, too, so there you go. He's on the same diet as Boba and me. Yeah, we're all fat fucks. I mean, let's just face it. The Night Sisters probably got some bomb-ass fucking magic food, and Thrawn got addicted to it, and now he's getting a little fat. You know what? I would too. What is he gonna do there? What's he gonna do there? He's sitting on that Star Destroyer, and I might as well eat. Come on now. I don't even know I'm done. Just running around. What are you looking for? It was right here. Hey! Just because I'm streaming, huh? That's fine. Right here. Blasters. Multitasking, folks. We're multitasking at the moment. Well, I definitely don't think we're going to push by, because I'm not even doing anything. I'm literally just running around looking for fucking nail clippers and shit like this and talking. There's no bad guys. Like, literally, I'm just standing here. I'm not even getting shot. There's literally nothing going on except these stupid bots. We're going to get some more loot content from his academy, I'd imagine. With all these different characters coming out, then you got Jason probably going to be in there. I know, wasn't it Han's son? From from EU, where he was named Jason. He could go down that route. Who knows? Oh my god, I love Geonosis. Our dudes are just sitting in the back. Their dudes are back there just shooting at them. And we're not moving at all forward. So lovely.
Army or not, you must realize your doom.
You already know people are going to be complaining about those little turtle creatures. Oh my god, Star Wars, bro, with these turtles on me. Dude, we had Ewoks in the original trilogy wipe out Imperial troops with twigs, bro. You can't act like this is a surprise, bro. Come on, dude. Those turtles didn't do shit other than walk somewhere. Like, I wouldn't be complaining about them if you fucking love the originals and have no problem with the damn Ewoks. Even as a kid, I'm like, dude, how the fuck are these teddy bears fucking this shit up? It doesn't even make sense. As much as I love the original. Bro, you had teddy bears fucking up an army that just could conquer the universe, but these fucking Ewoks apparently with their twigs are able to just stop shit. Like, it's not... Probably wouldn't go too well.
There is no passion, there is...
We kind of talked about that the other day where they're like, what if Ahsoka's not even in this episode? And she was briefly. But they did what we kind of said. If they're going to go down that route, they're going to need to have Thrawn be revealed. Because they're going to need... This whole season has been... every episode has been kind of big, except for episode 3. But that was literally just there to set up the next episode, which was probably most people's favorite episode or second favorite episode of live action, probably. Not even just this show. So, like, they needed to have Thrawn come out. If it was just focused on Ezra or on Sabine randomly, like going through some learning shit, it would be too boring. It wouldn't fit, especially with it only being 3 episodes left at the time. So I think they did it well. They had some Sabine, they had some of her moments, but they also had Thrawn advance the story again for the dumb fuck who's like, oh, the story's going slow. No, it's not. They literally just skipped some slow shit right there that we were worried about, and they did not do that at all. So again, dumb argument. I think Tarkin would be technically higher. I could be wrong, though. I don't know. But anyway, he's not around at this time, right? I'm pretty sure he died on a Death Star. I don't know. It's Star Wars, bro. He can fucking come back to life just like this motherfucker right here. So, for all we know, we're going to see Kenobi running around here because of this fucking world between worlds shit.
This time we'll do it together. Try again, Laser Brain.
Actually, is this about to freeze? We should be alright.
Very confident, aren't you?
That's actually... Somebody saying this is progressing slowly actually surprised me, because that's one of my favorite things about this season, or this particular season of Ahsoka. It's moving so much quicker. For example, we had Mando Season 3, where we're like, oh my god, let's get to the Thrawn stuff, let's get to the Gideon stuff. And he just comes in at the end, and then it's gone. Like, we wasted all the season ignoring that part of the story, and then it's just over. It was horrible. That is an example of horrible storytelling and slow storytelling. Like, it wasn't even good build up to the character. This whole season has been building up to some awesome stuff where you're excited for it. Meanwhile, Mando Season 3 was just completely random garbage. Gideon's back, and he's gone now. But maybe he's gonna be a clone. Like, it was a wasted season, honestly. They are not even close to doing that with Ahsoka. Like, I genuinely have to think that guy's a troll for making that argument. I wish he was in the stream right now, because I would love to dive into his thoughts more. There's just some guy I saw on Twitter complaining to a YouTuber who asked what people thought. I'm like, really? Like, some opinions are just stupid, honestly.
Feel like chipping in at all, Master?
Oh no. Far be it from me to step between you and the endless rain of blaster fire that follows you around.
I mean, at the same time, that whole argument of people not liking aliens and shit, people were whining in Andor that there wasn't enough aliens. So when they show some aliens, it's just Star Wars. People are going to complain no matter what. In Andor, there's not enough aliens. Here, oh my god, another alien. It's like, dude, make up your mind. What the fuck do you want, man? You want aliens? Do you not want aliens? Thrawn was intimidating. Except he's getting a little fat, but other than that, you know, hey, it happens to the best of us.
There were just too many of them. I'm sorry, gents. There's nothing to stop the Separatists from firing the droid factories back up now. The Republic has...
Well, I mean, Thrawn's just coming out right now, so... I'm pretty sure Luke is going to get involved with Thrawn at some point once they get back to the original galaxy. That probably won't be this season. This season's most likely going to end with them making it back successfully. It's going to have more of a Return of the... Not Return of the Jedi. Empire Strikes Back vibe, where things didn't go well for the light side. Thrawn succeeded. He got back. Doom is coming. He's going to be back with a little fleet, I would imagine. And then that's going to go in. Because, again, I think people are a little confused where Mando Season 3 is. Timeline-wise, it's ahead of where we are here. My guess, anyway, is Season 3 of Mando at the end when they're having that small council meeting, Thrawn's already back in the galaxy. Or just about to be at that point. So at the end of this Ahsoka season, I feel like we're going to sync up with Mando. Timeline-wise, we're going to be right on par with him. It's a little confusing. I would love to actually have him explain it. Because I saw a theory the other day we never talked about. It is just a theory. I don't know how much you want to look into it. But if you remember in Season 3 of Mando, when Mando and Grogu were going through hyperspace and Grogu sees the space whale, everyone was speculating, what if that's the whale Ahsoka was on? That would... If that is true, I'm not even hoping it is. Because, man, again, I don't like when people just randomly kind of come across each other like this on this big of a scale and this big of a universe or galaxy. So, like, the whale happened to be going by Grogu, you know? But, hey, the Force magically makes that shit happen, so who the fuck knows? But that would help sync up timeline-wise where they are. If that is true. I'm not even saying it is, but if that theory is true, that would help sync up everything. But, anyway.